Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, shall we? Alright, so I've never played this game. I've never played any of the Pathfinder games. I hear great things about Kingmaker and this one, so I've been very excited to give it a shot, try this out. So let's dive in with a new game. Okay, so it looks like I get to choose my story, and I'm going to choose this story right here, the main story, because I've never played, and it says, join the struggle against the World Wound, the epic war between Galerion and the Abyss that has raged for more than 100 years. Up to now, the Crusader armies have barely managed to curb the overwhelming enemy forces, but not for much longer. The Demon Lords are preparing to strike a decisive blow. Not good. You will have to harness mythic powers, take command of the Fifth Crusade, and lead it against the demonic hordes. Well, that sounds fun. We gotta fight back the demonic hordes, and you can see on this picture here that that seems to be just the case. This guy looks very scary. And let's join that Fifth Crusade. Alright, or take command, I guess. We're not joining. We already joined. We're getting a leadership role. Okay, so game difficulty. I gotta tell you what. This already looks intimidating to me. There's like 55 choices of granular difficulty up and down this spectrum. And then there are sub-choices that you could make down here, and I'm going to tell you that for now I'm going to just go with the default. I've never played the game. Normal seems fine. I like to just kind of, my assumption, and you know, we all know what we say about assumptions, would be that the developers set everything to what the game is intended to be for the first time as the default right here. And so that if I just kind of click next, I'm playing it as intended. That's my assumption, and if it turns out to be a huge disaster, then we'll figure it out. So I'm going to go with next. Okay, so I can, at this point, choose a character, and I can create a pre-generated character. Talon, or Sordara, Unilard, Rix, Marun, Angie, all these people. They look great. And I like everything that I see here, but I think we all know what has to happen. And that has to be a custom character. So we're going to create a custom character to make our champion from scratch. Now, the only consequence to doing something like this would be, I don't know if all these people have like pre-scripted and voice-acted lines that are part of the story, and choosing these is ideal, but I'm going to make my own person and see how this goes. So we're going to say next, and we can choose a picture. Well, we need a picture that looks, you know, like the channel avatar in some respect. Oh, and you can choose like Wrath of the Righteous, or there's Kingmaker portraits as well. I don't know. So I guess I would be choosing a portrait from that game. So let's just see if there's anything that looks dead on Kingmaker characters. Oh, this would be people from the game itself to choose as your portrait. And okay, good. I'm just kind of going up and down, seeing if anything jumps out at me as the most appropriate face. And I don't see one that is getting to where I want it to be with the channel avatar, but I have to say that no, that guy has a sword. I need a mage. I'm making a mage. I guess a mage could just have a fencing sword, you know. What's this guy? Well, he's making purple magic. This guy's a big fighter. What do you look like? Crossbowman. Well, this guy looks like a rotund nobleman, and that's, you know, not horrifying with respect to being a spellcaster. What else do we got here? Do we have any good... just... Okay, here we go. This guy looks like some kind of a spellcaster. He does have a quiver with arrows and stuff, but this looks like a Harry Potter magic wand. You know, he's got all the arrogance of someone capable of magical powers. Wait a minute. No, this is my dude right here. Look at this. He's reading a book. He's got a canonical wizard's hat and a very nice looking sword. Oh, we found it. Okay, this is perfect. Great purple cape, flowing garments, impractical shoes, cloth bookmarks, several belts and sashes. This is it. We found it. Okay, great. Now, I guess you could go custom back there and make your own, but I'm fine with this. Now, we're going to choose our class. Wow, look at this game. Okay. So like I said, I've heard fantastic things about the game. I don't know much about it. I just know it's a fantastic cRPG, and I'm down for that. Looks good. And let's see, I can be an alchemist. I mean, the depth here is ridiculous, right? Like, I could be an incense synthesizer if I want to make, like, this is if you want to work at Bed Bath & Beyond, you know, and make candles, blow people away. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is be some kind of spellcaster. And look at this. I couldn't even begin to tell you what's happening here. The amount of classes, I'm scrolling down this. There's about 30 different selections I have here. And then if I open up Magus, even within that, you know, there's, what, 7 more selections? Ridiculous. Okay. So what's a Magus? It's an arcane spellcaster who fights with a weapon in one hand and a spell in the other. Not quite what I want. What about a shaman's good? What about a sorcerer? Powerful arcane spellcasters who very effective in combat. They use a limited array of spells. Okay, so they're limited. All right, so there's that. And then what else we got here? Wizard. They are powerful spellcasters. They have a large array, which make them very useful in different situations. But they don't have very many spells per day. That seems rough. Limited spells per day. I like using a lot of magic. So normally I would go for a spellcaster that was like trained at the academy, because I'm a member of the academy, however dubious. And so I like to have that kind of similar parallel background. But maybe I want somebody who has less options but more, right? So I'm not as versatile. I'm more of a blunt instrument. Difficulty 3 out of 5, whereas a wizard is difficulty 4 out of 5, it says. And I'm wondering if that means, like, how hard this is to play. Magus is extremely difficult. Kineticist. Well, this is funny. They are one of the most difficult classes to master. All right, I like that. Oracle is probably some kind of healer, right? Oh. Divine magic. Okay. No, I like the idea of a sorcerer. This is fine. And then let's see what we can go within this. We've got cross-blooded Imperial sorcerer. Your heavenly power derives from insight rather than force of personality. Okay, so what this means is you get persuasion, use magic device, knowledge arcana. Man, I don't know about that. Prerequisites, Kitsune. Overwhelming mage. Interesting. Sage sorcerer. Seeker. I don't really know, like, what, you know, if this is just your background that I'm choosing here. The bloodline says every sorcerer descends from a creature that possesses innate magic, such as dragons, fae, devils, etc. The bloodline grants the sorcerer a number of available spells, unique feats, and abilities, and helps to empower their chosen specialization. Alright, so yeah, gotta be tied to nature. Cross-blooded gives you 2 distinct heritages. Yeah, I'm going with this. I like that you could be from 2 different backgrounds, you know? The Montagues and the Capulets. Okay, so we're going to go with a cross-blooded sorcerer, alright? And I'm going to click next. Okay. And I could be different races. I could be a human. I could be an elf. A dwarf, a gnome, a halfling. I could be an Asamar, a human with a significant amount of celestial blood. I like this. Not always benevolent. They're more inclined toward acts of kindness. Do I look different? Oh my. I'm Adam Warlock. Okay, I don't know about being that. Dampier, like Blade. Alright, cool. Half, and Kitsune would be... oh, that's right, that one background I saw. I'm like a little fox person. Okay. Oh, no, I'm not little. I'm full size with just a fox head. Right. I see what you did. So what does it say about humans? They are just normal. They get +2 to 1 ability score at creation, and the character gets a +2 bonus to an ability of their choice. Okay. That's kind of fun. I'm just going to be a human. And because I like... I'll just put it into intelligence. That seems reasonable. And here we go. Alright, background selection. Possible selections, none. Or... Urban Hunter. Okay. Or wait, what are these other ones? Oh. Craftsman, Noble. Oh, here we go. Scholar. Oh, okay. So I have a background selection here. What does Scholar do? Like if I pick Arcane, use Magic Device and Knowledge to the class skills. Scribe Scroll is a bonus feat. If you already have the class skill, Weapon Proficiency or Armor Proficiency, +1 Competency, Divine, or Nature. I'm going to go with Scholar. Like, I have a background of being a Scholar. Okay? And by the way, I'm just going to tell you, I'm not trying to, like, min-max at all right here. I'm just trying to have fun and make a character that seems cool to me for this. So, I'm down. Alright. I mean, I'm already sold on this portrait. This looks fantastic. Okay, so I've got 25 ability points to spend, and let's talk about what these are. Strength is muscles, dex is agility, hit points, I imagine. We're going to be smart. We have to be really, really smart. I got a +2 to charisma from being a human, but can I move my racial bonus? Or is that... Oh, yeah, okay, it went into charisma. But I could push it, I could move it around. I mean, charisma is good, but it does say here, though, that my bonus spells are based on charisma. And that seems really important. And so I'm not intelligence-based as a sorcerer. I'm more charisma-based. So I need to think about that. Okay. So I'm going to go charisma. We need to pump it very high. You can get a +5, which is hilarious. It would take, like, all of my stuff. But you can see right here that even if I just have it at 16 or 14, I'm still getting the same number of spells, like, at first level. It's not like boosting this up all the way would give me an extra spell here, be better at using magical devices, without question. But if I'm here, I'm +3 on use magic device and +2 on persuasion, and I get 4 spells here. And then what is this going to do to me? This actually isn't... It does help you with skill points, but I feel like then... Like, I'm going to go up to here. I'm going to go up to 16 to give a bonus to persuasion and use magic device. And then I want to be wise. We're doing like a lot of the bottom half here. Let's try to be quick. I got one more point. What do I want it in? Okay, I like this. So I'm sitting here, and I've got a good intelligence, charisma, good wisdom, dexterity, constitution, and I have no strength. And that's about right. Okay, perfect. And I get 5 skill points to allocate. Okay, so let's look at this. And again, I'm taking a very casual approach to this. I'm just basing it on my knowledge of playing many, many cRPGs over my life, and D&D in particular, and just kind of thinking about what I might want here. Now, I have class skills with knowledge arcana, and you know, this is good. Persuasion seems good. Talk my way out of stuff. Use magical device is good. And knowledge arcana. What does mobility do? Nah, I'm not going to be doing that much. Let's just be smart at the things that... Yeah, there we go. And what else do we want? Perception always seems good. And then how about some... knowledge world, lore nature, or lore religion. All of these seem good. Now stealth, you know, might be helpful. No, I'm going to go with just, you know, knowledge about the world and be okay here. Alright, I spent all my skill points. And now I have a bonus, I have a feat. Wow. I mean, if you want a deep character creation process, look at this. A feat is an ability a character has mastered. Yep, and so again, I'm really borrowing heavily from my Dungeons and Dragons background. I know this uses a different rule set, of course, but it seems very akin to what I'm thinking about. So we want to get some feats. And spell focus is choose a school of magic. What's this thumbs up mean? It means recommended. Any spells you cast are more difficult to resist. Add +1 difficulty. Yeah, that's great. And then we want it to be on what we have to pick a school, right? Conjuration is like we blast people, you know, with magic. We, at least, you know, I hope so. All right, and that would be, we're choosing that feat. Okay. Now what? You can gain this feat multiple times. No, I just want to gain it once. Okay, so it goes right there. Okay. And I pick Conjuration. I get another feat. And Greater Spell Focus would be like, gain it again. I don't know about that. Let's see, what else do I want? Combat Casting. Or I could just gain... more spell focus with different kinds of spells. Alertness gives me perception. Light armor seems reasonable. But I'm going to be casting spells. Combat casting also seems good, but I'm betting I'm going to be in the back. So let's go with spell focus again. And let's pick another spell school that we might want to cast. So... you know, illusion, maybe. If we want to trick people. Evocation. Yeah, let's go with evocation. Evoke the power. Alright, now we have to pick a bloodline. It says, each sorcerer has a source of magic somewhere in her heritage that grants her spells, bonus feats, and additional class skill, and other special abilities. This source can represent a blood relation or an extreme event involving a creature somewhere in the family's past. For example, a sorcerer might have a dragon as a distant relative, or her grandfather might have signed a terrible contract with the devil. Yeah, it's a bad deal. Okay. Regardless of their source, this influence manifests in a number of ways as the sorcerer gains levels. The sorcerer must pick one bloodline upon taking her first level of sorcerer, or two, if you're me, I suppose. Filled with magical power that screams for release, sorcery is not so much a calling as a blessing or a curse. Right. So, for some sorcerers, this arcane birthright manifests in subtle and carefully controlled ways, assisting in their manipulation of others or the pursuit of lofty goals. For others, it is a wild and unpredictable, the primal and explosive lashing out of a power greater than themselves. Right. It's like the Force. At 3rd level, and every 2 levels thereafter, a sorcerer learns an additional spell derived from their bloodline. Okay. So, what do we want to have? Arcane bloodline is Eldritch Art of Magic. Yeah. Do we want Eldritch? Celestial is like, you know, makes sense. And we could have Dragon Blood. We could have Elemental. We could have Fae. We could have Undead, Infernal. Alright. So, how about this? What if we had air, the power of air, just electricity. We just shoot people with electricity. We get Elemental Ray. We'd get Burning Hands with electricity. We'd get Scorching Ray with electricity, protection from energy, and the class skill of mobility. What's that? Okay. Wow. So this would just give us some extra blasts at people, and I like this a ton. I like the idea of just having a little air, elemental air in me. I was born with the power of electricity. Okay. And then sorcerer bonus feat. Okay. So we already took some spell focus. Do we want to summon things? I mean, I'm not even good at summoning. I didn't take spell focus on summoning, I guess I should say. But maybe I could. What's this CD? Reduce spellbook, right? No, I don't think I can go that wide. What if I took elemental focus, though, for electricity? Right? So I'm just strengthening my magic that I'm going to use. All right, great. And then we get the secondary bloodline. Now, for this one, what if we just had dragon blood? So brass dragons are consummate conversationalists, okay. Bronze dragons ally with travelers and adventurers. And what does it give you? It gives you draconic bloodline. What is this? Oh, look. This is perfect. Whenever you cast a spell with electricity damage, the spell deals +1 point of damage per die rolled. And we get mage armor. Yeah, this seems perfect. I realize I'm making a very narrow character that just does electrical damage, but kind of seems fun. And then, what would copper do? Wait, they might all do that, for all I know. Yeah, so they already do that. It's not like... I need to pick that exact one for this. I would get perception, but copper gives you... These seem all very similar. What's going on here? Yeah, maybe these are all the same. I don't see... Yeah, these don't change, really. It's just maybe the type of dragon... I always do like gold dragons. Epitomes of virtue. Electrical virtue. So... I don't know. Bronze, though, I like how they just ally with travelers and adventurers if the cause is right. And it's not as didactic. All right, so we're going to go Bronze Draconic Bloodline. All right. And now, I mean, look at this up here. Here's our stats. And this goes... we chose our character, our portrait, our class, our race, our background, our ability scores, our feats, our bloodlines, extra feats, and now we are on spells, okay? So we get to choose one spell, right? And we should choose a good one. So Shocking Grasp, maybe, but you have to touch people to do that, which is kind of rough. It is Evocation. Magic Missile seems just so insane. I mean, this is just D&D rules, right? It looks like it. I thought Pathfinder was its own thing. I'm getting it twisted, I'm sure, but 1d4 plus 1 looks pretty familiar. Yeah, we're going to take Magic Missile. It's one of my favorite spells of all time. Okay. So we chose Magic Missile. And what's our deity? All right. Let's think about this. So, atheism. Boy. All right. So, the god of cities. A patient deity. All right. Evil. Okay. That's not quite what I was looking for. God Claw. Old Deadeye. Animal. Alright. Let's see. What do we got down here that looks good? Lady of Graves. Okay. Favored weapon, dagger. I'm not going to be using that. Do you have anybody who's like, I favor the staff? The wizard's staff? Or maybe it just won't really apply to me. I guess a dagger could apply. Alright, so let's look at this. Glory, good. Okay, that seems nice. The god of enlightenment, self-perfection, and knowledge. His followers claim that he was once a mortal who achieved absolute physical and mental perfection. Nice. So it's a monk. Yeah, I definitely look like my character is trying to study to find that knowledge and inner strength. All right, I'm going to go with this because I like the idea of this kind of like Eastern Enlightenment seeker. Go for it. And choose our alignment. We could be lawful good. And I could either be lawful good or lawful evil, it looks like. Those are my only choices. I think based on my deity, perhaps, I'm going to be good. I don't like to have to always follow the rules, but at the same time, you know, we'll go with it. We're going to run with it. Okay, so we're lawful good. And now we can pick how we look. So we're a lawful good sorcerer with elemental and draconic blood. Seems like a good mix. All right. Body type. I like the gangly body. And let's see. Interesting. All right, what faces do we have? Uh-huh. Okay. I can zoom in a little bit. Good. That seems all right. All right, so first of all, I got to check out the beards. Now that's a nice beard. There you go. Getting in there. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What other beards do we have? Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, my. Sweet, fancy Moses. All right. And we're going to go with this fuller beard because, you know, it's fantasy world. Hairstyle, we got to get that addressed to make it... Oh, boy, look at those curls. There it is. There it is. Okay. No, we don't have a scar. And let's see. What are these? These are just... Are these complexions? Yeah. That's probably as close as we're gonna get. We can't do blue skin. Unless we can do war paint of some kind. That gives us a real touch, but... No, that's okay. And clothes color... Here you go. Alright, let's see how we look. I like it. Yeah, that might be better, actually. No, that can't be it. It's got to be much airier than that. Yeah, white. No. No, no, no. Now, give me that. One of these yellows back. Okay. And... Yeah, I like this. So it's just kind of a nice colorful look, but we get the electricity in it with the golden here. That's too dark. Okay, great. How do we look? Yeah, we look like we're ready to shoot people with electricity. And that's perfect. Okay. Let's...
This will hurt.
Oh boy.
I sense something. We'll win this, one way or the other.
Oh, that's...
Someone else would make better use of this.
Let us bide our time.
I shall not falter. So, it comes to this.
I like how Wise is all gravelly.
I'm always ready. We will be victorious. I'll go ahead. Calm down. Not dead yet.
I feel faint. Everyone counts on me. The path is clear.
I like reserved. You know, I'm reading my book. I'm a calm, reserved person. And here we go. The finishing touches. When is our birth date? I don't know. Let's look at... Erastus. Why, I was born on Erastus the 5th. The 5th of Erastus. Okay.
My skills exceed yours.
My skills exceed yours. Indeed. I mean, here we are. Look at this sheet. This is ridiculous. We're all over the place, and we're ready to go. We're a cross-blooded sorcerer reading a book, slinging electricity. Done. A good tactic is to send the party member with the highest armor class into battle first. Indeed. Oh, I'm on a gurney. This is a tough start. Make way coming through.
Hey, somebody! We got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here?
All right. So we're finally in the game, everybody, and I just want to take a moment to say it looks fantastic. I'm getting that kind of isometric RPG feel, you know, like Baldur's Gate, something like that, but it's obviously modernized 3D. The bloom on the lighting looks tremendous. It's voice acted. The portrait artwork is phenomenal. So I love the aesthetic and production so far, and let's see if the story can match up and the combat.
My, would you look at this? But why would you drag a wounded fighter into the middle of the festival square? Couldn't he be carted off somewhere else, like, oh, I don't know, an infirmary? Or an accommodating ditch?
I'll take option A, Dayron. Here comes.
Make room, everyone. Step back. Now,
What's the matter? What happened to him? The wound looks nasty. Who did this to him?
You hear the stern voice of an elderly man, but you're so weak, you can't even turn your head to look in his direction. I don't know who did it to me, my dude. I was out reading my book, and this happened, okay? But I'd like to buy that pumpkin before it's gone.
Demons, Prelate. We found him barely alive outside the walls of Canabris.
Demons? Canabris? I don't know about that.
The walls, you say? Enemy doesn't usually stray so close to the city. Must fortify the defenses. And you, hold fast. Don't die. We'll see you right.
Is he talking to me? Don't die? Thanks, buddy.
We'll get you patched up now. But first, you there, guard. Take his weapons. Bearing arms is not permitted during the festival.
Now, wait a minute.
Wounded or not, everyone must abide by the rules. He can get his things back after the festival.
But you have several weapons. I'll run. Don't worry, I don't need my weapons. I got my electricity. It just comes out.
Leader of our troops, the sharpened edge of our blades and the unyielding strength of our armor. Iomade, I beseech you, grant your mercy. Heal his wounds.
The magic envelops you, but your pain lessens only slightly. Well, I appreciate that this guy is just like, you know, town constable and paladin who can just heal me on demand. That's fantastic. So now I get to talk. I won't give up that easily. Let me die. Water. Grit your teeth in silence. Now I don't need anything to drink. I won't give up that easily.
Hear, hear. That's the Crusader spirit.
You got that right.
My powers are not enough here. Someone call for Terendelev. You there. Yes, you. Stop dithering and gawping and make yourself useful. Go and get Terendelev.
Get me Terendelev. Is it so hard to ask?
Prelate, surely there is somebody else here better suited to running errands.
Wow, these people all appear to know each other.
I'll get her! Terendelev! Has anyone seen Terendelev?
I like how Sela is just like, I'm not going to actually move. I'm just going to scream Terendelev's name. Oh, no, she is moving. Okay, never mind. I take that back.
Be quick about it before it's too late. Now, who are you? I don't remember seeing you before, and I have an excellent memory for faces.
Well, let me just tell you this. I'm not going to forget your face anytime too soon either. Seeing it, so you have a very unique tear in your skin. I mean, battle wound. Let's see. What do I want to say? I'm just going to be honest. I'm lawful good. It's me. I'm Dr. Incompetent.
That's the first I've heard of that name. Who are you then? What's your business in the city?
I got a lot of business. I'm here to make a lot of money, have a great time at the festival, and get that pumpkin. Oh, Terendelev.
My dear prelate, please, for the sake of the festivities, stop interrogating this poor man. He has been through enough already. Go on. I'll take care of him.
I like your kindness.
All right, as you wish. You are our protector, and a dragon at that. So I shall defer to your wisdom. But be on your guard. I've been informed he was wounded near Canabris. That means the demons are prowling just outside the walls, and the city is crawling with their spies. Others may be able to relax on this holiday, but not you or I. Not the defenders of this city.
Well, I think you can still relax. You look like you might not have ever relaxed, though, Holrun, so I don't think it's too out of character. So she's a dragon, huh? Well, I got dragon. I got a little dragon blood. Muttering discontentedly, the old man walks off. He did bow, though.
Pry loose the grudging grip of pain. Cast off the veil of suffering flesh. Let light and life go forth in triumph to repel the skulking shade of death.
Wow.
There.
The spell effect in the game and her voice definitely seem powerful. So I can say, Thank you for helping me.
I accept your thanks, but my work is not yet done.
Are you really a dragon?
You don't believe me? Perhaps I should retake my true form and engulf this square with my ice breath to win your trust.
That would work.
Pay no mind to my current guise. I appear this way when I walk among the people. I would hamper the festivities if I tried to attend in my true form.
I'd like to see it, though. Who are you?
My name is Terendelev. I am the protector of the city.
That's awesome. Okay, it's interesting she doesn't have a portrait over here so I could, like, see her face, but maybe she doesn't take this form very often, so they didn't draw one for her. What happened to me?
I do not know yet, and that troubles me.
It does troubles me.
I'm not entirely sure what the demons did to you. This wound is no ordinary injury, and it was inflicted by no ordinary weapon. I have rid you of your pain and restored your strength, but only time will allow you to heal fully.
I need time to party at the festival. Can I go?
Certainly, but be careful. I have managed to get you back on your feet, but I have not healed you fully. Alas, sooner or later, your pain will return.
That's not what you like to hear. So the dragon can't fix me? That's a bad start.
But do not be discouraged. You will recover, I promise you that. Tomorrow, come to the cathedral and say that you are expected by Terendelev, protector of Canabris. We will find a way to help you. But for now, put this out of your mind and enjoy the festival. They are all too rare in this time of war, and merriment is one of the best medicines.
It won't, however, do anything for you, but for everyone else, it's going to be great. Okay, so Terendelev, the protector of Canabris, is gonna help me out. So I got a little in with the protector. All right, day of the city. Canabris is a city poised on the border between two worlds. All right. I was reading that. Where did it go? We don't know. Movement. Click the right mouse button on the spot where you want to move your character and they will start movement. Okay? The point you have clicked will be shown. Okay. To move the camera, WASD, and then you can rotate. Wow, this is great. Okay, cool. Sometimes with like isometric RPGs, you know, it's a locked perspective, but I can zoom in, I can rotate. This is fantastic. Okay. I feel pretty good about that. I'm gonna move over here. There I am. Middle mouse button also does it. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's see what we've got here. We're at the festival. We're partying. Here's my spells. So I have Acid Splash, Ray of Frost, and then I have my Elemental Ray, which is a spell-like ability, apparently. I have all spells that deal energy damage that you cast will deal electricity damage instead. Oh, okay. Good. But this doesn't do elemental damage. This does force damage. But that means that, like, Ray of Frost is going to do electrical damage, and so is Acid Splash, perhaps? Interesting. So here's my portrait down here. Looks like you can get a party of 6. Okay, fantastic. Here's my little log over here. This is what she said to me, and then I guess I'll... Oh, you can left-click to move as well. All right, so let's talk to this person. To the city. I guess they're toasting their drink to the city. Fantastic. Here's a noble. Let's drink to Canabris. Indeed. Let's drink to Canabris. Okay. So they're drinking to the city. They're partying. There's some archery targets. What does this mean? What does the hand mean? Characters and interactive objects. You can interact with various objects such as doors and chests by clicking the right mouse button on them. Some special objects have an icon above them. This is also how you talk to characters. Hold tab to highlight all interactive objects and show the interaction icons. Great! By the way, the UI, everything about this game just looks tremendous. Left. Aim further to the left. What am I doing? Throwing knives at this? I hit it in the bullseye. Everyone's clapping. Throw a dart at the target. So that was a day of the city objective? I just pushed J to open up the journal. And... oh, here we go. Here's what this was going to say to me, but then it cut away. Canabres is a city poised on the border between two worlds. On the one side, the ordinary world inhabited by ordinary people, and on the other, the world wound, the demon's foothold on Galerion. Heroes from across the world flock to Canabres to aid the Crusader cause. The protracted war offers little cause for celebration, but today is the anniversary of the city's founding. For today, the city's main square has been cleared of marching troops and given over to performers and carnival games. The townsfolk deserved a chance to forget about the bloodshed, if only for a day. Right, okay, so... Canabres is like right on the edge of this battle. And then people are coming here to fight for the Crusader cause to beat back the demons. And presumably that's what I was attacked by and brought in because I need protection. And the dragon lady is on the side of the people, I guess. Anti-demon. And then I've got a sub-quest here of have fun. You've got to take a break from fighting sometime. I don't even know what happened. All I know is that I got seriously injured. And so we need to sample the drink and we need to hit the mannequin. Well, hitting a mannequin is fun. So I'm going to hold tab and, man, even the nameplates are great. Let's move the camera and let's look for a mannequin to hit. Where's that drink? Yeah, this looks sweet. This guy is doing it up on the stage. There's Holron, and then there's Terendelev, the dragon lady. There's Sela, who helped me. And here's an activity over here. Here's a mannequin to hit. Go get it. You're not moving. Okay. Now you're moving. I don't know, right mouse button doesn't seem to be as useful as was purported. Sock him one. Alright, let's sock him. Alright, here I go. I punched it. Right in the jaw. Now, it is... oh my god. We're under attack. Festival's in bad shape. That's not good. Wow. Alright, this party went bad. Real fast. Oh, am I dead again? Where am I? Oh, Terendelev. She gonna turn into a dragon? No, she's just staying as a person. Discari. Oh my. The Lord of Locusts isn't listening. Wow. Oh. Oh my god. Well, that's discouraging.
Discari's here. Discari himself. Blimey. One minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone.
Okay.
Fight or flee? Fleeing's your plan. Let me help you out. I've got a scroll here with a good protective spell.
Okay, so let's just try to catch up on what happened. The reason that the dragon lady didn't have a portrait, I'm assuming, is because, well, she's dead. And she got killed quickly. And so things just got real. I'm a little bummed I didn't get to try the festival's drink before this went badly. I chose the wrong things, like punch the mannequin. That wasn't probably the best thing I could have done, but I didn't know. And then the Lord of Locusts. I mean, if you're going to be a lord of something, locusts, gosh, you drew the short straw on that one. But this is bad. And I don't think I'm going to be fighting any of this anytime soon. I'm a practical guy. I've seen you somewhere before. I could talk to this guy and get more information from this halfling here. I've seen you somewhere.
Yeah, you have. You owe me your life.
Oh.
I'm the one who found you outside the walls and brought you inside to be healed.
Well, thanks.
I see they patched you up. Good thing they did it before the attack, or else you'd have been done for.
Indeed. All right. Who is Discare?
You must have got a good drubbing round the head, brother. Discare's a demon lord, the most fearsome enemy of all crusaders and all living things, come to think of it.
What's the situation in the city?
Who knows? Everything's on fire, crashing down around our ears. Place is crawling with demons. Looks like a whole army attacked the city. We're sitting ducks.
I think I'm going to look for a way out of here. I mean, lend me a weapon is kind of like, I'm a sorcerer. Like, I don't even need a weapon. I don't think I have a chance against what's out here. I don't want to be too cowardly, but I'm going to be practical.
Right away. Stand still now. No fidgeting while I cast this on you.
False life? Is it like feigned death?
Good luck. Try not to get eaten now.
All right. Just try not to get eaten.
Take that, bughead.
Oh, is the halfling fighting it?
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts. Behold, Iomade. Behold the death I sow.
Oh, God. He cast the spell on me, and all I did was fall in the pit. I am just doing really badly. It's a rough day.
The silver dragon, Terendelev, the defender of Canabras, fell in battle. Hardly surprising, as she had to fight the demon lord Discare himself. He willed the land to part and swallow all who dared to stand in his way. But the war was still far from over.
Love this. I love the voice acting and the story. This is great. Devoured by darkness. The festival organized to raise the spirits of the city has ended. Okay, I'm going to open that back up. In death and destruction, those lucky enough to survive ended up in the ancient catacombs beneath Canabres, catacombs in which, so the rumors say, live a brood of bloodthirsty humanoid creatures. Oh, God. Alright, we need to find other survivors. One strike of the Demon Lord's titanic scythe, and the merriment turned to terror, and toasts of celebration turned to moans of the dying. For those lucky enough to survive the calamity, it makes sense to seek out fellow travelers in this misfortune. I guess you're right about that. Alright, so I'm down here. It didn't go well. And now we're playing the game. Great. And let's zoom in. Just take a look at this cave. Got some glowing mushrooms. Alright.
Follow my steps.
Oh, there's some people over here.
Holy mother of...
Oh, I remember her from before. A small woman with messy brown hair winces in pain, uttering a scream of curses through clenched teeth. She is pinned to the ground by a couple of weighty boulders.
Hey, stay with me. You actually got pretty lucky. You fell down into a black hole. But at least you're not on your own. You've got a great companion. Everything's going to be just fine. Tell me something. Can you feel your legs?
That's awesome. So Sela's back. I love how she's like, hey, you got a great buddy. It's me, Sela. And I like how I just got experience.
I feel him all right. When say no to a little less feeling in him. My ankle's killing me, but my back seems to still be in one piece. My head, too.
You need your head and your back. That's good.
That's all that matters. Now, we're going to... Hey! Fancy meeting you down here. You're the one that Terendelev healed today, right? You aren't injured, are you? Will you help me get her out from under the boulders?
Okay, so now we're going to do some skill checks. It says skill checks in dialogues. During the course of the game, you may have to, or you will have to apply your skills in many different situations. Frequently, you will have to make a skill check during dialogue. Here, for example, we're trying to help Sela fetch Aniva from beneath the rubble. The result of such checks determines how events subsequently pan out. Right. So, I can do something evil, I could question it, and I can do athletics or knowledge. Now, if you mouse over it, you can see that the difficulty check is 12. I don't know if I'm assuming I'm rolling a dice 20, but I don't know. And I'm the best at knowledge whirl. I have +4. And I'm the best to do it. So I could say we don't have to rely on brute strength. I'll try to find something to use as a lever. That's my best chance to try and help her out. And let's see what happens. Did it work? I succeeded. You quickly find some suitable sticks and you free the wounded woman from the rubble without even breaking a sweat. I got 48 experience.
Look at you. It's good to meet someone who uses brains first and brawn second.
Well, thanks.
Damn it all. I think it's broken. Oh well, I've had worse. I'll just make myself a splint out of something. Thanks for the help. I wouldn't have lasted long on my own stuck under there. I'm Anevia Tirabade, of the Eagle Watch. I was overseeing security at the festival square. I thought maybe spies or demon worshippers might have something nasty planned. What actually happened, though, now that I did not see coming. I don't think anyone could have been prepared for that.
No, it was quite bad.
Well, I'm Sela, paladin by the grace of Iomade. I crossed the whole continent to come to Mendev and fight demons. And well, I've been fighting for a while now.
Okay, cool. So I'm just piecing together the lore. I don't know, like I said, this is my first Pathfinder game. So these deities, you know, all of this theological stuff was probably established in previous games. I don't know any of it. So Iomade is the god, perhaps supposedly protecting this land in the World Wound fight. And the Lord of Locusts invoked that name and like kind of spit in Iomade's face, attacking a sacred city, perhaps. And they did mention how heroes come from far and wide to get to Canabres to participate in the attack and, you know, at the World Wound or whatever, the fight against demons, and Sela's one of them. She looks stout.
I don't even want to think what might be happening up there in the city. Canabres has lost the protection of Terendelev, and of the Wardstone too, looks like. It's a relic without equal. It was placed here personally by Iomade's herald, with the goddess's blessing. I really wanted to go see it, to pray before it. But there's no point worrying about a stone when there are people dying in the streets.
Fair enough. So, she wanted to go pray to the Wardstone. I'm going to mouse over this. So the purple text means you can mouse over it, and it says the Wardstones are a chain of powerful artifacts keeping the World Wound's expansion at bay. Ah, cool. The first and greatest in the chain was erected in the city of Canabres by the hand of the Inheritor himself, a gold-winged angel set by the goddess Iomade. Okay, so Iomade is probably like the principal, quote-unquote, good goddess. And I don't know if the Wardstone got damaged or taken here, but that's pretty impressive. It means the Wardstone isn't working if the Lord of Locusts is able to attack, maybe?
Yeah,
the
things are
Scare?
looking grim enough, but don't lose heart. Wardstone or no, dragon or no, Canabres will never give in. Simple as. Well, we've introduced ourselves. What about you?
Interesting. So I get choices to make. My name is Dr. Incompetent. I could say, like, you know, I'm a scholar and I came to see the world wound with my own eyes. That kind of makes sense. But I could also say I was led by destiny. I don't know why fate has brought me here, but I feel it was not by chance.
Good to meet you. Now, tell us all about yourself.
You want to talk?
Whoa, girl. Slow down. Exchanging names is enough for now. We don't have time to be swapping life stories. We need to find a way out of here.
I like how practical she is. Yeah, we can't swap life stories. I don't know my life story.
Now then, I'll hobble my way out of here somehow. The city ain't far, only 30 paces or so. That's if you're going straight up, of course. I'm afraid we're gonna have to go the long way round.
Yeah. It's cool, though. It's like, you know, I'm this hero who just kind of got thrown into the mix, and you can just, as a player, RP your own background story, it looks like.
To summarize, there are 3 of us with 5 working legs, 3 pairs of decent hands, 2 clear heads, and 1 made of wood. That's mine. Underground monsters beware! Anevia, you stay behind us. You're in no fit state to fight. If we do come up against anything, the 2 of us will try to manage on our own first. Well, onward! May the good deities lead us back to the open sky soon.
Okay, cool. So, by the way, it's Anevia, so I've been saying her name wrong the entire time, and I apologize to her and everyone else for that. But this is awesome. I love this. I love this beginning, and we've got a party of 3. So we've got a tank, a ranged DPS, and me. Now your party has several characters. To select one of them, click on their portrait or use the appropriate key, Alt 1 through 6. To select several characters and give them all one command, drag a box around them, or click the portraits of the desired characters with Shift left mouse button. To select all your characters, press backspace. Okay, these controls are great, seem familiar. And we're going to scroll out. Alright, and I'm just going to... now, Anevia is not in the group. It's just me and Sela, it looks like. So, do we talk to her, or... Alright, I guess I go over here. Yeah, maybe because she can't move, so she's not going to go exploring, I guess. Or I just don't get to control her. Her portrait isn't down here. That could be foreboding for her. That could mean, like, she's about to get wrecked. I don't know. Let's go over here. Ooh, there's a big chest. Look, Horon put all the confiscated weapons in this chest. Take a look. Maybe your things are here. Oh, that's convenient. Perfect. You'll find a lot of objects that contain loot. Enemy corpses, boxes, barrels, and many other environmental elements. To see what's inside a container, approach it and interact with it as with any other interactive object. Okay. And now she's interacting with it. Oh, looks like we found a cloak of resistance, a flail, a long sword, some other stuff. We're just going to take everything. You've acquired a new piece of equipment for your main character. To equip it, open the inventory by choosing the character and pressing I. So I'm going to go here and push I. And oh my, here we go. This is our shared stash. That's awesome. I love that there's a shared stash and I don't have to navigate between everyone for what we've got. Okay. And let's see. This must be what they're talking about. I'm just going to right-click and say equip. Alright, so now I have a cloak on. You can actually see it rendered in the game. That's perfect. I can't use this. I mean, I can use an ever-burning torch, I guess. I'm just going to equip it because it's going to give us light. And why not? And then I'm going to put this in, like, my second slot. And that's great. I'm not going to equip one of these. Oh, fine. I'll equip a dagger in the third slot because I get 3 slots. Wait, it takes... That goes against my weight. Never mind. But I have all the way up to 34 pounds, so actually it's okay, fine. Alright, look at these scrolls around my waist. I look great. Alright. Okay, and the lighting has changed. Perfect. And I'm going to select everybody, and we're going to go down here. And I'm just going to push tab. Alright. And let's see. There's some loot down here. Go get it, Sela. And it's a Terendelev scale. Oh. It has 1 charge. It's caster level 9. And You restore to life somebody. Oh, wow. That's pretty powerful. I'm pushing F5 just to quick save the game, by the way. And I'm glad that the Paladin is in front, because I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, we found somebody else. It's Camellia. The fine apparel of this young half-elf woman is torn and stained with blood, dust, and dirt. However, she holds herself with such dignity that you would be forgiven for thinking if you were at a high social, or rather high society party, and not in the dank catacombs under the city. Her fingers grip her rapier hilt with confidence, ready to draw it at a moment's notice. At her feet lies a dead body, so mutilated that at first glance it's hard to tell if it's animal or human.
Relax, friend. We're not demons or cultists. Don't poke my eye out with that thing, all right? We fell down here during the attack. I'm Sela, that's Anevia, and this is our new friend. We're looking for a way back to the surface.
Okay, great.
Really? I'm so ever glad to hear it. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Camellia. I was also in the square when... I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get into the city? I thought, naively it now seems, that the Wardstone protected us from attack. And Terendelev, I can't wrap my head around it.
Not many could withstand a strike from the Demon Lord.
I can't argue with that. We're fortunate to be alive, albeit underground.
We're very lucky.
Daskari himself has come to Canabras. There's no mistaking that ugly mug.
No.
Terendelev tried to fight him, but what could she do against a near deity? Even the Wardstone was no help. Our city used to be protected by powerful forces, but now...
It's not looking good.
We've seen how powerless they truly are. Henceforth, we shall have no one but ourselves to rely on, I suppose.
Tell me more about yourself.
Who am I? Just an ordinary citizen who decided to take a stroll through the square on the day of the festival. But that's not what you wish to know, is it? You most likely wish to know whether I'll be a burden should you ask me to join your group. No need to worry about that. I can assure you that I am skilled with a rapier, and I also possess some knowledge of magic.
Sweet. What happened to this dude?
I don't know. He must have been in the square when disaster struck. I tried to revive him, but he was already dead, sadly.
A convenient tale.
He didn't get these wounds from the fall. Be on your guard. Whatever killed him likely hasn't gone far.
Was it you, lady?
Hang on. I think I know him. His name's Aravashniel, the egghead from the library. He was a good lad, even if he was kind of stuck up. May his soul rest in peace.
Yes, and I hope this noble lady didn't kill him and is going to murder us in our sleep, but we don't have much choice. Do you want to join us?
Certainly. Survivors should stick together. It's only sensible.
That's right.
Who knows what else could be prowling about in these caves?
I don't know. You tell me. We need to keep moving. There must be a way back to the surface somewhere around here.
That's right. It would be the height of foolishness to survive a demon attack only to perish under a pile of rubble.
I think you're right about that.
Let's see if this poor bloke has anything useful on him. Not to sound like a heartless brigand or nothing, but
you don't.
We kind of
you
need
do.
all the supplies we can get right now.
This is true. Using abilities. Companion Camellia has the Cure Light Wounds ability. Okay, so that's good. That kind of orients her morally, sort of, positively. Don't know. So click on her portrait, click on the icon with the spell Cure Light Wounds in the action bar, and click the left mouse button to heal her. Healing restores lost hit points. You don't say. So we're going to click on her, and we're going to click on Cure Light Wounds, and we're going to click on her. And she healed herself a little bit. What was the roll on that, lady? 1 dice, 8 plus 1, and you healed yourself for 2? Man, that was rough. Bad roll. Okay. We're going to save your other one. Fantastic. Alright, so now she's in. She's in the party. And let's just kind of get this configuration going. I don't know how they determine it, where they walk. Like, lighting. In dark places such as a cave, it's hard to see anything. There are two main ways to light your path. The first is to cast the light spell on a character walking in front of the party. Okay. The second is to give one of the characters the ever-burning torch. Alright. So I do have an ever-burning torch. I'm going to switch this around. Will this make it so that Sela goes in front? Or... she's already in front, I guess. Yeah, so that's how I want them to walk. Sweet, and the lighting kind of reminds me of Solasta, you know, with how important that is. And I like that they're adding that. Let's go ahead and loot this dude. He had something. Anyway. Awesome. Well, I really have to say that I love the introduction. I'm, like, super gripped by the story. I had a blast creating an interesting and complex character, and I think that this game is shaping up to seem absolutely magnificent so far. I'm, like, pulled in. I like meeting the characters. I like how massive our quest seems to be. And everything about this right now is just got me intrigued. I'd love to know what you guys think of this. Have you played the game? Do you recommend it? What are your thoughts on it? And, you know, this is my first time, so please no spoilers or anything, but I'd just love to chat with you guys in the comments below, and I look forward to playing more of this. Everyone, thanks so much for watching. Take care.